Class, we are going to discuss the structure of Java program. So please put the main heading from the new page. Structure of Java program. So this will be your main heading here. So now everybody please note down. Please note down as it is. If I have written in the small letter, you need to copy in the small letter. If I have written the capital, so you need to copy in the capital only. As you can see here, in these two lines, the class name, then public, static void main, string arg, or you can write args. That is up to you. Now, where S is in capital. Am I clear, everybody? Only S is in capital. Now, please note down as it is. So now, copied this, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let me explain this. So have you copied all of you? Should I start explaining, beta? Okay, now see. So as you know, Java is a pure object-oriented programming language here, right? So that means in each and every program, the program has to start with the class keyword. So if you are not starting from this class, that means you are going to face problem. So each and every program has to start with class keyword. After that, we are supposed to put the class name. Now see, in this program, I have not shown you that before this, we are supposed to write this java.util.asterisk. So basically this line, please try to understand. The first line is very important whenever you are taking input from the keyboard. So that means in this program we are going to take input from the keyboard. So that is why we are supposed to add this package with the help of this import keyword. So this line is very important. Am I clear, everybody?
Yes.
And now one more thing. In class 9, we take input from the keyboard in each and every program. So that means this import Java line is very important. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, so whenever you are taking input using the keyboard, so before variable declaration or after the variable declaration, there is one more additional line is required. That is your scanner ob equals to new scanner system dot in. But who is messaging? Yes, you can write, but please copy it. Okay. So now, please try to understand now. So the first line and this line is very important, and these two lines are required whenever you are taking input from the keyboard. So in that case, the import java.util.asterisk and this scanner line is very, very important. So what is the purpose of the first line? Basically here in this first line, what we are doing, we are adding a package, or you can say the library, in which there are so many inbuilt sub libraries are present, and that functioning of those library we are going to utilize in our program. So in this program here we are using which library? The util library. Why we are using util? Because we are going to utilize the input device of your keyboard, of your computer, that is your keyboard. So we actually in this program we are going to take input from the keyboard. So whenever you are taking input from the keyboard, everybody please pay attention. Ishita Singh, please pay attention, beta. So whenever you are going to take input from the keyboard, there has to be first line import java.util.asterisk. This util is a library name in which there are so many functions are defined. So out of this library, we are using the scanner class property, and this property is defined under this library util, right? And because using this scanner only, we can take input from the keyboard. So this property is defined under which library? Util library. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
for
sir.
adding, for including, or you can say for including the library in your program, which keyword is required? The import keyword. And after import, there must be a single space. Please try to understand. After import, there must be a single space. Am I clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's move to the further line. So now, while writing the program, the class and the class name and the public static void main, from here to here, these lines must end with semicolon. As you can see here, here is a semicolon, 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 and semicolon. So in between the second, from the second opening curly braces till the first closing curly braces, each and every line must be terminated with semicolon. Am I clear this?
Yes. Yes.
Now, so after writing this scanner, whenever you are writing scanner, always S must be capital. Whenever you are writing string, S must be capital. Please pay attention, all of you. So S of scanner and S of string always must be in capital letter. Is that clear? And now one more word is there, that is your system. So this system is system.in stands for your keyboard. So this is representing your keyboard. That means we are taking input from the keyboard. So now after that, what we are supposed to write? The variable declaration. So this next few lines are known as the variable declaration part. Basically in this part, whatever variable you are going to use in your program, that we are going to declare. So here, first of all, the variable declaration is totally depends on your question beta. So maybe suppose you are going to work on suppose you are going to generate addition of two number. So how many variables are going to require, that you need to find out. After that, we need to declare here. After that, we are supposed to write the main program for finding the sum. So how we are going to do this program, that I am going to show you with the help of a example. Am I clear this?
Yes.
Can I rub this?
Yes.
Okay. So now, just a minute. Now let me show you the example. Now, Okay, so here I have written a small program for you. So now please try to understand. This is simple example. So you need to copy this. So first of all, we are writing the import java.util.asterisk. Please write a question, everyone. Write a program to print addition of two numbers, two integers. To print addition of two integers. Written, everyone? So now let me explain this question with the help of example here. So now first of all, what we are supposed to write? We are supposed to write this import java.util.asterisk. After that, we are writing the class, then the class name example I have used. See here, the class name and the file name must be same as I have taken here example.java. So that is why the class name I have used here example. Then after the public static void main string args or something else also you can use. Then after this scanner ob equals to new scanner system.in. So why we are using this scanner? Because we are going to take input from the keyboard. So the question is to print sum of two integers. So what type of variables we are required? We are supposed to use int variables because in the question it is mentioned. Am I clear? So
Yes, sir.
so how many variables actually we need in this question? Actually we need three variables, two for the numbers and one for the storing the result. Am I clear this?
Yes, sir.
So now what will be the next step? After this declaration of variable, we are supposed to print the message. Enter
Enter two numbers.
two numbers. And now one more thing, please pay attention. In the double quotation mark, if you are putting a wrong spelling, so that is not a problem. Like here in the double quotes, I have written the spelling of enter was different. That was wrong earlier. I have done the correction, but there is no issue with that. Okay. So now, how many numbers you need to take input in this question?
Sir, after the scanner part, we need to leave a line.
No. You can skip that. If you are leaving, that's not a problem. Okay. But there is no need to leave extra line. So now, for inputting a number, the common syntax is ob.nextInt. So with this, that shows only one input we are taking, but in this question, how many values you want to enter? Two. So this line has to be twice. That is ob.nextInt, ob.nextInt. So the first value, whatever you are inputting, that we are storing in which variable? A. And the second we are storing in B. So now after that, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to generate the sum. So for generating the sum, what we are supposed to take? We are supposed to perform the addition. So in which variable the addition is there?
In C.
So yes, so now we are supposed to print the result. Sum is what?
Plus A.
Plus C. Because in C we have stored the result, right? Now, please pay attention, everyone. So now let me execute this program. Now see, two numbers we are inputting. So the first value is coming in A and the second number is coming in B. So we are doing C equals to A plus B. The sum is coming here 30. Am I clear this?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Okay, so this line is known as the input line. This is the calculation part and this is the printing part. So for printing, which statement we are supposed to use? system.out.println.
Println.
Yes, and for inputting which statement is required? ob.nextInt. ob.nextInt. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So what is ob? ob is a scanner object which is used to take input from the keyboard. Am I clear this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, whatever input you are doing, that is coming in A, then the second number is coming in B. Then we are doing A plus B and storing in C. So what is happening actually here? Please pay attention. C equals to A plus B. So actually A plus B is coming in C because of this assignment operator. So this equals to is known as the assignment operator, which is used to assign values from right to left hand side variable, and before the equals to sign there must be a variable, and whatever variable you have used here before the equals to sign, that only we are supposed to print as a result. And whenever you wanted to print the value of any variable, that variable must not include in the double quotes. Am I clear this? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now any query you want to ask, beta, you can ask. Bacho, any doubt?
No, sir.
See, in case you are having any confusion, any question regarding a particular thing, you can ask beta. Because many of you still don't know how to write program in Java. Because in class 8, I have seen so many of you have written the program in C++. Some maximum of you don't know how to take input, how to write next int. You don't know while writing the next int, I always must be in capital. After that, there must be a round bracket. So these are the common mistake which is done by you people in the finals. And now the scanner, whenever you are writing a scanner, always the S of scanner must be capital here, here, and this system. Whenever you are writing system, always S must be capital. And this is the common line, the import, the class, the public static void main, and in between this part we are supposed to write the whole program. And now you can, as you can see here, each and every line in this part must be terminate with semicolon. This is very, very important. Am I clear this?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Pakka beta?
Yes.
Okay, so something else anybody wants to ask apart from this part? May I know your name beta?
Sir, Maitre Dwivedi.
Maitre Dwivedi. But why are you asking this question very late? You should have asked this question earlier also when I was asking. Okay, not a problem. Now please try to understand. Under this part, string args. See, as I told you, after writing string, I have mentioned here args. So this is a simple variable name, just like a, b, and c. So here, instead of args, whatever you want, you can write. This is a specific line and must be there, followed by the variable name and followed by the square bracket. So this variable name is a simple variable name beta math3. So whatever you want, you can use, but whatever variable you have used, you cannot redeclare again inside this part. Like here I have used args, so I cannot use args later on again. I cannot redeclare them. Am I clear this?
Yes.
So this is a simple variable name which is representing the variable name of string type, right? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Something else, bacho? Any other thing you want to discuss? You want to ask? Divyanshi Raman?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, beta?
No, sir.
Okay, that's good.